Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. These are two of the knives that we sent their most recent package to me. I haven't even actually looked at the outer tags to see what they are. But we're gonna share that together. So thanks so much to Civivi/we for sending these in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Alrighty, so the first one here is called, it's the Synergy 4. Okay, well, at this point, the word synergy when it comes to Civivi has become synonymous with expensive, and so I'm assuming that that's going to be the case. But in any case, I will link these knives right down in the description so that you guys can check them out if you want to. Boy, that thing is huge. That's gigantic. Yeah, that has to be the key element here, is that it's bigger. So this is the Synergy 4, and wow, it is a big boy. Nitro V, G10, spirally G10, backspacer, liner lock, right? Heavy, big crazy tan. So, yeah. So these Synergy knives have always been expensive in a really confusing way. A lot of people say like, oh well, the machining on the G10 is really cool and interesting, and I agree, it is, and it certainly does feel premium. But it's also still G10, which means it's not super duper hard on your equipment, and the complexity of the pattern, there's no way for this to translate to it being incredibly expensive. It's just not. I mean, it's nice, and certainly nicer. It'll cost a little bit more money than just doing a regular flat piece of G10, but it's not like, oh well, mark it up $50. Not in my opinion. Wow, it's 9 1/4 inches. 3.9. I'm saying 3.9. Maybe you could call it 4 inches. 3.65 inches cutting edge. I certainly do like this the best out of all of the Synergy knives, but unless this thing comes in at, I would prefer it come in well under $75. I don't think it will, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I haven't actually seen the price tag yet. You guys can check it out if you want to. It's just using the incredibly convenient link in my description. Have I mentioned that? Why is he mentioning it so often? I know how many people skip the intro, right? Because the vast majority of people who are watching are not new. The intro is not or the first part of the video is not for people who continuously come back to my content. It's for the new people who watch every day and don't know that I link stuff. So, for the people who skipped, I'm telling you too, in case you forgot, there are links in the description. So if you want to check out the price tag on this, then you can, because by the time you're watching this, they'll be available. This is definitely my favorite version of the Synergies. I just have no faith in there being a reasonable price tag on this thing. Sentinel Strike, gray aluminum, black FRN integral spacer. Integral space. Okay, well, I'm not gonna put, lean too hard on those words until I see it. Sorry, we're breaking the official seal here. Okay. So once again, the Sentinel Strike. Alrighty. Okay. Oh, I see what they mean. Yeah, well, like the Zephyr and the okay. Yeah, all right. That's not what I was expecting to come out of there. I thought this was going to be a way smaller knife. This is a full-size knife. I really thought that that's crazy. I remember them sending me an email, and I was like, okay, so they did a Civivi version of the Zephyr and the whatever, what was the other one? The Excelsior? The Accelerator? Something like that. I can't remember. But I thought they just made like a teeny tiny Civivi version of it. They didn't. This is definitely full size. So we have, oh yeah, that's K110 fancy. It's D2 with a top hat on it. That K110 is Bowler's D2, right? But that's fine. They've got an aluminum and FRN as long as they keep that price point reasonable. Let's see what they say here. I've noticed here lately, yeah, MSRP is 100. That doesn't mean anything. There's still people who don't know that MSRP doesn't mean like that's what you're actually going to. By the time it makes it to retailers, right? Street price is what you're going to end up seeing, right? So the street price is going to be less. And again, I would prefer, because this is still a budget knife to me, I would still prefer that this was 75 or less, but who knows? As far as the action goes, it's good. There's no, if you didn't know, I invented a term. I invented something to complain about. It's called plunge drag, which is sometimes on button locks, especially newer ones, if you push the button too hard, it gets stuck and the blade drags on it and won't drop into the closed position. This doesn't seem to have it. So that does, this is the second time now that I've had an aluminum button lock, because originally I had hypothesized that it was aluminum framed button locks that was causing this drag issue. Like there was flex and it was causing that. Apparently I don't know what I'm talking about, because this is now the second example of an aluminum button lock that does not have any drag. So that's nice. Ergonomically, this is beautiful. We got, I'm going to call it a Warncliffe blade. I'm sure that, the blade-shaped police are coming after me, right? All freaking, 47 blade-shaped professionals from Reddit are coming after me. But they're all going to beat me with the, what are the little mats that they roll up and cut stuff with their swords, right? They're going to come after me and beat me down in an alley. How dare you? That's not a Warncliffe. It's a Super 69 Tashimi Roundhouse Toasty Sub-Zero Mortal Kombat Scorpion 7. That's, how do you not know that, right? Did you not go to the equivalent of, the Hogwarts equivalent of tactical knife school? No, I didn't. I just got a phone and started recording on top of a piece of vinyl upholstery. And that's pretty much it. It looks cool, though. I like it, and it's very easy to manipulate with the little open slot there, with the little thumb slot, the thumb studs, and the flipper, right? So I do like the integral spacer thing, and again, people I think are maybe going to be a little bit bummed out that it's not G10, and I'll be honest with you, I kind of am too. But I can't expect too much at this price point. They didn't need to do this at all, but I do think it's neat. And we have a pocket clip that can be flipped over. It looks like, yeah, it absolutely can. It can be flipped over to the other side. Nice way to do that. Since we have a piece here that they can connect to, that absolutely makes it possible. So nice move, Civivi. Lefties are going to appreciate that. This is okay. I'm not super interested. This is pretty awesome. I think this will come down to, for me, it doesn't have to be a budget knife for me to be happy with it. I would just prefer that it's in it. When I'm making it sound like this is a universal thing, like 75 or less is universally budget territory. It is on this channel. I decided the way that I'm going to label a budget knife here is 75 or less. So I'm hoping that it comes in at 75 or less, because I would like it. It just feels like it should be 75 or less. But if not, it won't be the end of the world. This is certainly something nice. Certainly something a little different versus what Civivi usually does. So that's going to be pretty much it for today. Both of these knives will get full comprehensive reviews a couple of weeks down the road. But like I said, they're linked down in the description if you want to check them out right now. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like. So check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.